Before we start this video, I want to say that please don't compare yourself to others. Comparison is the thief of joy. The way one lives its life is not going to be the same way you live your life. So if one person is moving up in life and you feel like you're stuck, don't look at that person as a reflection of you and yourself, because that's just not you. We all have a story and we all can make it out the mud. Hi, welcome, and welcome back for those who have already been here. And if you have not been here before, you tuned into the right video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below if you haven't already. So guys, I've been asked this question a lot, and it's, how did I get where I am today? That is a great question. So I'm gonna name this rags to riches, even though I am nowhere near riches yet. But the glow up, right? So that's very interesting. So I was a young mom. I became a mom at 18. Well, I became pregnant at 18. I wasn't even finished high school. I had one more class to attend. I had to finish one more class. So when I fell pregnant, it was like, what's going on here? Like, what? Pregnant? Like, what is that? Like, never thought in a million years that that would be me having a baby so young. So it was a shock to everybody in my family. Believe it or not, my mom was not upset. She was actually a little happy. I don't know if she thought, like, I'm young, but she must have thought that I can hold my own. Like, yeah, she was a young mother too, but I was a little bit older than her when I fell pregnant, so she probably felt, hey, she's more responsible than I was, so her falling pregnant wouldn't be so bad. I don't know. I'm just rambling. But so as time went on, I didn't have a job. I finished the last class once he was born. My son is now 12. Sorry, I have a 12-year-old. Oh my God. I finished the last class that I needed to finish in high school, got my high school diploma, decided to enroll in college, a small community college, a small private college. That did not work out with a newborn because I was not focused. I was not focused at all. Like, I think I failed every class. Like, you're wasting money like that? Like, who does that? I think I passed maybe one class, so I just dropped out. College dropout. So I did that, still unemployed. I realized that I was missing out on my youth, I guess, because I was still young. A lot of my friends didn't have kids at the time. I wanted to go out, I wanted to be out, and this just wasn't happening. When my baby was really young, my mom did keep him, but once he hit like 6 months and she like, oh, you want to go party? No, we're not doing that. So she just would not be home. Like, my mother and father would not be home. So it was kind of hard. I realized I need to work. Like, I gotta be able to provide for my own, because having a mom and your dad help you take care of your kids, that wasn't the move for me. I ended up working home healthy, taking care of elderly people. That was just something I was not used to doing. I didn't like it. Like, I didn't like it. I just did it with money, and that's not good. My passion was to always work with kids. Like, I've always wanted to be a teacher since I was knee-high. Like, always. I always played teacher. So as time went on, I did the home health aid up until my son was about 1.5. Yeah, that's how I did the home health aid. But when he turned 6 months, around 6 months, she like kicked me out. So I was like homeless with a baby, like living out of a suitcase, like doing shelters and all of that. I couldn't do the shelter life, so I knew that in order for me to get my own, I needed to have a better paying job. So that's when I finally got into the school system. Getting into the school system, I want to say about 3 to 4 months in, I was able to be like saving my money and got my first apartment. Got my first apartment. It was a 1-bedroom, but it was the best 1-bedroom ever at that time. For me to be so young and getting an apartment on my own with no assistance with a baby. The fact that I was homeless, like that was the weirdest, scariest time of my life. I didn't expose that to my son. Like, by the time I got my apartment, I don't even think he realized the things we had went through. Like, I just didn't want him realizing and knowing that, okay, we're freaking homeless. Like, I don't have nowhere to live, and he's going to school, maybe get bullied. I just didn't want that. I didn't see that. So I immediately did what I needed to do to get an apartment for me and my baby. Moving along, better jobs are coming through. Better jobs as far as the career I was in, so each job paid more, until I was able to get into the Department of Education system. Before getting back into the well, not before getting back into, but before getting into the Department of Education, I enrolled back in school. By the time I did get into the Department of Education, I already had my associate, so I went into that prepared. Like, I went into that prepared. At this point, I am now in a 2-bedroom apartment in Brooklyn, and that was still very uncomfortable. I just didn't feel like that was like the end all be all for me. The relationship part of all of this is a whole another story. In the 2-bedroom apartment, it's me and my 2 boys, and that I still felt like it wasn't enough room and enough space. But I know I was not going back to my mom's house. That's like, what's the reason for it? Like, I'll just do with this small 2-bedroom. I mean, they had their own room, I had my own room. It was really small. Like, they needed more space. Yeah, speaking of mothers, our relationship now is a lot better than it was when I was younger. Like, it wasn't always peaches and cream, but I think that's what pushed me as well. Like, knowing I don't want to be anything like my mother, I always had a drive. Where I am today is happily married with three children, 2 boys and a girl. So life can be what you make it. Like, my vision wasn't to stay in the hood and struggle. Like, I just didn't see that for myself, so I started to manifest things. I had a vision. Once you have a vision, it starts with a vision. Like, everything starts with a vision. Then you start to put that plan into action. Then you come up with a plan, and then you put that plan into action, and God will see you through. Like, if you have that vision and that plan, but you just can't sit and, oh, I want this, I want that, because that's not how life works. So I encourage you all to sit and think about, what is it that you want out of life? What is it that you want for your children? And once you vision that, you sit down and you make a plan of how you want to get there. And once you make that plan, you put into action. So that is just like a little background of a rags to riches. I'm no longer homeless, and you know what I'm saying, struggling, and my kids are good, they're well fed. So I hope that encourages and inspires somebody out there. But that is all for now, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I see you for the next video.